this on here because if it connect to my speaker, y'all ain't gonna be able to hear me. Listen, man, came out here to South Carolina and saw some clips or whatnot from Blueface and them. I couldn't even watch it because Superior was screaming. I don't know why y'all calling that crying because he's not crying. He's literally screaming. And he has a Mariah Carey pitch. I'm talking about screaming for a long time. Now, the ever so brilliant sarcasm, Blueface says, I guess he suggested, sounds like from what he's saying and what happened, he's telling Naveah to not respond. Like, not say, oh, you want me to hit him? To try to take up for him and baby him. I will show y'all, but my other device, unfortunately, the battery is so low it won't come on. So I didn't charge it. But if maybe it will in the next 5 minutes. I'm trying not to go to sleep because they got right on it. So they're gonna be finished in no time. And if I go to sleep, I'm not gonna want to move. I'm not gonna want to move. I'm not gonna want to get up and drive back to Atlanta. I'm gonna want to just finish out my sleep. And then I'm still not gonna want to move after that. So um okay, so here's what happened. I should have looked at the clock so I can pretty much gauge how long this boy was crying, but let me tell y'all, it had to be over 20 minutes. And I'm talking about screaming to the top of his lungs. So what was it? What was the issue? Oh, he had a gun. He had a toy. He had a toy in GTA. Okay. He had a toy and he came in the streaming room and I think Blueface was, engaged in a conversation about his toy. And then he was like, I'm going to go shoot. It sounded like he said he was going to go shoot people. And then Blueface was like, you going to go shoot people? And he was like, yeah, I'm going to go, shoot his thing or whatever. So he brought it over to Blueface. I don't know how that happened initially. I don't remember. But he brought it over to Blueface and he said, don't shoot me. He said, don't shoot you. He said, yeah, you don't shoot people. Okay, cool. He said, well, what you supposed to shoot? He said, shoot it at the wall. Start it up. He said, shoot it at the wall. So you could tell in Blueface's voice, he was gonna do it. Because what I notice is Superior likes to hit on Blueface a lot. And I mean he'll hit him, smack him, grab his nose, hit him upside the head, mush him in the face, and went back out again. I gotta give it some more time. I'm talking about kick him, hit him with anything. I mean, he really be going to town. But what happens is Blueface retaliates. So even if he don't get him right then, later on, he'll like over tickle him or do something very agitating to make him cry. And then, every once in a while, while he's crying, he'll tell him, look, remember when you did this and this and that? Now, Superior is intelligent, right? But if he, e- either he catching on and he don't care, or he's not catching on. Because at 4 years old, intelligent or not, somebody needs to explain it to him. Okay, just treating it like he a grown ass man. Just because he can say he a grown ass, that don't mean he a grown ass man. But just treating it like that is not suffice because it keeps happening. Okay, and most of the time, his mother is not there when he's doing the big beat. Like when he really tearing Blueface ass up, he really go to town when his mother's not in the room. When she's in the room, he'll smack the crap out of him and do a little something. But he doesn't really, 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 really assault him like he does when she's not in the room. And I'm telling you, he be beating the shit out of Blueface. Now, at one point in time, he was hitting on Blueface, and his mother kept saying, "Don't hit him while he's holding the baby." And Superior ignores her. This is like the third time I've seen this happen. And they did not make that a big deal. He was allowed to get a few licks in and stuff. And he's not really considering the fact that his little brother is in that guy's arms. He just want to wail on Blueface. So, anything can happen to the child that he's holding during that time because Superior is just going wild. And she really needs to discipline her son. She really does, especially from that. And I think she enjoys that because she want to hit him, so she want to see somebody hit him. And Superior be tearing that ass up. He do. Blueface will run from him, try to dodge him, go all around in circles and everything. And Superior just be going to town. But then when he do something back to him, he want to scream and holler. And that's crazy. So let me tell you what they did now. So when Blueface had the GUN and he said, "Don't stop out me," he said, "Give me the bullets." He gave him the bullets. And it's exactly what he did. He popped them. So he started screaming and hollering, screaming and hollering, screaming and hollering. I'm talking about loud. I'm talking about this boy can go toe to toe with Mariah Carey. And I'm just like, is he serious right now? So he was like, "Yeah, remember when you shot me?" Okay. That's good because he just popped you and you telling him not to do it to people, but you done it to him, right? So he's letting you see how it feels. So he should grasp that, right? He should grasp that. But at the same time, it needs to be reiterated to him. And then they need to make him stop crying. And if he don't stop crying, take his toy, send him in his room, right? Until he can act right, he can come out. And he could be clear that he's not going to do that same thing to nobody because he don't want it done back to him, right? Okay. No, she's holding the baby. She comes back in the room. Oh, what's wrong with him? But I guess her and Blueface had a talk, so she just let it go. And I think Blueface pretty much told her what it was. And Superior in the back screaming. And I'm talking about loud. And they just it's going on and on and on. So after about 10 minutes, Blueface started pumping the music real loud. He played a whole song. And Superior was screaming the entire time and kicking on the couch. He turned the song off. He was like, "You still over there going at it?" So okay, so he tells, well, that happened after. But she says, "Well, you need to stop crying. What's wrong? What happened?" Oh, he don't want to talk. That's another thing. You need to make him use his words instead of crying and tell you what's wrong. Superior is smart. He's a cool dude when he's not acting like a brat. But the way she is not raising him, he gonna turn out to be something awful, and nobody ain't gonna want to deal with him. He gonna go out there in the real world, and it's not gonna be easy for him. It's not. You need to make him stop crying and use his words. And if not, send him in his room. Make him stay in there. Put him in a corner in the room or something. until he want to come out and then talk about it. And then you explain to him where he went wrong in the situation. But you know what they did? Okay, they turned the music off. He's still crying. She asked him what's wrong. He just kept screaming, right? So they turned back around, looking at the chat, and he's still screaming and screaming and screaming. And it went on for a long time. And she went over to him, stood in front of him, and told him he better stop crying right now. And he felt that. Okay, when she get like that, he'll listen. And he stopped crying. So she went and sat back down. So you sat there with your newborn, with your 4-year old screaming to the top of his lungs for over 15 to 20 minutes. And then Blueface blasted an entire song that was at least between 2 and 4 minutes. Blasted it over him. I'm talking about the noise that was coming out of my speaker. I couldn't take it. This is the environment that you're happily putting upon your newborn. That's sad. That's real sad. Not to mention, y'all sat there and let Superior scream like that. And Blueface thinks that that's a good idea. I don't agree with that. Now, when she got him to shut up, Blueface says to her she did a good job. Then he explained that, she didn't try to come to his rescue and ask Superior if she want him. He want her to hit Blueface and all that. No, both of y'all did a horrible job. A horrible job. Because you know what they did? Blueface gave him back his GUN. He kept looking back there at him, letting him know, I'm feeling sorry for you. I'm sorry you had to go through the crying and stuff, giving him that energy, making that message clear. And then Blueface is trying to butter up to him. Oh, you want a hug? No. You want to something? No. You want to come sit in my lap? No. So he mad, right? He mad. So he comes over, he want to hit on Blueface, and he mushing him in the face, he squeezing his nose, he doing all that, he mushing him. I mean, he be coming at him like he a grown ass man. So Naveah told him when he got to the chair, don't hit him while he got the baby. Superior went in anyway. So she said, that's enough, don't do it again. He did it again. He didn't do nothing. Are you crazy? Now, I told you not to do something and you did it. But even more than that, I told you not to do that while he has the baby and he went in anyway. Okay. Okay. So he went back to his couch. He mad. Blueface try him again. He, he's still mad. He was like, we not cool no more? No, because you being mean. You being mean. Okay, why didn't you explain to him? I powwowed you because you did it to me. But you're going to tell me not to do it to you because you want to be able to do it to me, but you don't want me to do it back to you. Now you see how I feel. You don't like that. So don't do it to nobody else. Right? You should have broke that down to him so he could really get the message. But you know what they did instead? He give him back his piece, and then they keep talking to him to get him to come out of his madness. Oh, you want this? You want that? No, no, no. You want some ice cream? I said, did she just ask him if he wants some ice cream? Probably gave him the wrong name. Yeah, because who is he supposed to be superior to? So now y'all got to kiss his ass? That's the message? As a child, I have to deal with other people in the real world. And the real world is not gonna move like that for him. That's crazy. You're creating this type of individual so he can have a hard time in society. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. Because otherwise he could be a great kid. All you gotta do is give him a better environment and give him some affection and teach him things. Hang on. Hey. Oh, you guys are finished? All right, thank you. Okay. All righty. You too. Damn, I had a full fella. They went fast. Why you ain't back into the one next to me? He was in first. But I guess hold on. 'Cause one of my coworkers is here so he can drop his load off. But I was gonna crank my thing up and show y'all that scene and show y'all this other scene that's on this clip. It still don't got enough power that I just watched, which is crazy. So let me tell you, this is another scene. Blueface and Superior is playing musical chairs. They playing musical chairs in the streaming room. So they got the streaming chair and they playing he you know that Too Short song he be playing all the time. It's time to go. I'm afraid. Right? And so the music stops. Blueface grabs the chair, moves it away from Superior, swings it around. Superior trying to get it now. He's trying to get it. He almost got it. As little as he is, as tall as Blueface is, he almost had it. So then he didn't get it, and Blueface got it, and he sat in it. And Superior immediately went into a tantrum. He immediately started screaming and crying and screaming the lungs off. He know how to do that very well, screaming and crying and hollering, right? And so I'm like, okay, let's see what's gonna happen here. Mama gonna come in. She gonna be like, what's wrong? What's going on? This Blueface cheated. So she walks in. What's going on? He's screaming, screaming, and he beating Blueface ass. It'd be funny because he's not playing with him. Listen, he be beating Blueface ass. Oh my god, he be tearing that ass up. He don't play. When he was hitting him with that gun, dang, I said it again. Make sure you got enough room. So, because I'm all the way at the gate. It's small over here. But he should have enough room if he know what he doing. But mm, if he don't know what he doing, then I'm gonna be a problem for him. So we gonna see what he gonna do. Cause if he waiting on me, child, I'm talking on the phone. So I want to see. It's still dark. So he was beating him with that. It's a big old like I don't know, like it looked like a super soaker, but it shoot nerfs or something. So it's big, like a rifle. He was beating the shit out of him with that thing. He was like, damn, you pistol whipping me. And the mama was sitting right there laughing. Now she should stop him when he's doing that because what can Blueface do? He can't get mean authoritative with him. He can't put his hands on him. But Superior be tearing Blueface ass up. And he needs to learn not to do that. Okay? It's never okay to beat on a grown person like that. Especially because you're not happy with something. You don't fix my toy the way I tell you to do it. Blueface telling him, I've seen this several times. He said, no, it go like this. I'm putting it like it's supposed to be. He come to him, he say, fix it. It's a command. It's not an ask. That needs to be changed. But then when he don't, Spirit telling him, no, you do it like this. And Blueface like, trying to show you it go like this. No, no, no. He get mad. He start tearing his ass up. As soon as he get mad, he start tearing Blueface ass up. But then when Blueface do something to him to make him cry, Y'all want to scream and holler. Now, we already know Blueface is trash and he's been way past inappropriate with Superior in other ways, right? But when it come down to this, Blueface be getting his lick back. Because Superior be tearing his ass up. And he is 4 years old. He should not be doing that. And it's nothing Blueface can do except for get his lick back like he does. Tickle him till he cry, you know, and just agitate him until he cries. But what would benefit him best, since he think he know how to raise people, is to make sure you're making it clear to him why you're doing that. When he get the crying and you're enjoying it and all that shit, okay, cool. He deserve it. But you need to make sure and explain to him you're doing that because he be putting his hands on you. He don't have no problem when he be tearing your ass up. Let him know. Eventually he gonna stop because he don't like that shit. So eventually he gonna think about that when he put his hands on you. And when he do, let him know. Hey, now when I get you back, I don't want to hear you screaming and hollering. He gonna think about that shit. But he was pistol whipping the shit out of him with that gun. So the mama came in and Blueface said we was playing musical chairs and he tried to stop the music and grab the chair at the same time so he could cheat. And I got it first. And he mad. And Superior was tearing his ass up. He was like, you cheated, whooping on him. You cheated, you cheated. I was like, he did cheat. But when she came in and Blueface said what happened, I said, hold on, because I didn't see that. Let me rewind the tape. Child. They was playing musical chairs. Superior grabbed the arm of the chair and reached over so he could turn off the music at the same time. And Blueface saw what he was doing and he just grabbed the chair. Music stopped. Boom. He sat down in the chair. But, Superior was chasing after it. Listen, Superior is definitely superior. And his mother, he needs really good discipline. He does, because if not, he's gonna be a problem. And he's a really smart fellow. But he's also a grown ass man at the same time. But he also a little crybaby. That's an understatement because I want to call him what Blueface be calling him, because he be screaming to the top of his lungs in soprano. His mom said, "Look at you. Look at how you look." He don't care. He just looked at the camera and kept screaming right there. He don't care. He likes that. He likes doing that. And Blueface say that's because he want his mother to pay it some attention and baby him. But how does it make sense when both of y'all baby him? So you get him back, you make him mad, and then eventually you baby him. So why not talk to him so you can let him know why this went down? And then it could minimize that, unless you just want to keep going or you just want him to be this for, oh yeah, we talking about Blueface. Okay. Well, his mother, okay, because when Blueface ain't in the picture, that's still your child. And he's gonna grow up. He's gonna go past play school and he gonna go to preschool, he gonna go to kindergarten and all that, and that the world ain't gonna operate for him like that. And if your lazy ass don't want to take him to school, honey, please believe me, because I done had a boy that I had to go to school for all the time, and that becomes a problem. And your ass might have a job by then. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Wait till they start calling your ass every day to come get your youngin, or calling you because they'll arrest them too now at any age. Yeah, that she got to do something about that. Both of them kept trying to get him out his madness, babying him, talking him up. You want some ice cream? You want this? You want that? So Blueface rolls over to him in the chair. Severe sitting on the couch, mad at Blueface. You mean you cheated? You did this? You did that? And then he said, "Come on, man, let's call a truce. Let's call a truce." He picks him up, he puts him in his lap, and rolls back up to the front. And I'm like, no, both of y'all need to be talking to him and telling him about his ways. Because literally his ass was trying to cheat. But since Blueface beat him to the punch, he mad, crying and screaming and beating the shit out of Blueface, talking about you cheated, you mean, you cheated. What kind of gremlin is that? So he's sitting in Blueface lap. Blueface, oh man, we cool, we friends now, we cool, we friends. He's still kind of grungy. Then eventually he kind of hesitantly gives in. And then Naveah babying him on the other side. And I'm just sitting here like, he don't even have this look on his face when they do that shit. Like, yeah, I got him. No, he has the look like this is how life is supposed to go because he used to it. And then she said, "Here, bite my ice cream." He bit the ice cream and he just turned back around like he wasn't sweating ice cream. No, she said, "Here, get some more. Here, take it." Really? Okay. Okay. When y'all be seeing Blueface kicking Superior, and he don't be kicking them, but like he be kicking them, but he don't be kicking them. When y'all see him tickling him and all that shit like that, he be getting his lick back. But it doesn't have an effect if Superior is not interpreting what's happening correctly. Okay, in his mind, you messing with me. So as soon as I get mad at you, most of the time when he don't have a right to get mad, he start welling on him. He be trying to beat the dog shit out of his ass. He'll hit him with anything. He'll hit him anywhere. He'll kick him. He'll smack him in the face. Everything. He be tearing Blueface ass up. He be tearing Blueface ass up. Okay? And Nevaeh needs to discipline her son. But, don't look like she gonna do that. Don't look like she gonna do that. And this is another thing I saw too. Blueface is sitting in the streaming room holding the baby. Some chick walk in, wiping her hands on her pants, and then she said, "Give me the baby." And he started handing over the baby. He was like, "Who are you, Blueface? You a real bitch." I mean, we not surprised, but yeah, you are a bitch because you asking a lady who she is, but you gonna hand her your child, and she in your house. So then he hands her the baby, and she get the baby, and then she like, "Oh, I've met you before," as she's turning around walking away. And he said, "You met me before?" She said twice. One time it was in the club. He said, "Oh yeah, girl, you must have been looking different in that club." She laughed and then, she leaves with the baby. Boy, you not that that was okay with you? Like you just hand your child. I know they don't care about washing hands and all that. Baby gonna have a strong ass immune system. But she just walk in, you don't know her from paint. You didn't ask her if she washed her hands. It looked like she washed them, half dried them, and was wiping them on her pants, maybe. But yeah, clothes from outside, like, I wasn't even trying to let the grandma hold the baby. See, this is so mad at my ass. She's like, "Why you ain't bring the baby to my job?" I'm looking at her. She lived right around the corner from us, too. That was a fucking nightmare. But anywho, I love her now. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Anybody can just hold the baby. So she takes the baby, she goes on out. Then Blueface is like, Nevaeh got the whole family reunion out there. They take the camera and go out there. It's 10 or more people in the house. He don't know who they are. And she said, my friends came over earlier to help me clean up. This is like the second time I heard her say that. He don't know who these people are that done came over there. He got his priorities mixed up and he be worried about the wrong things. I get it. If you live with someone, you should trust them. However, first of all, just anybody can't know where I stay. That's first thing. Secondly, just anybody can't come in my house. Thirdly, he got a little notoriety to him. Okay, it's more than little. I mean, we gotta call it what it is. It seems like everybody and their mama is paying attention to them, and it's just dysfunction. I don't know why everybody's paying attention to that. It's not like we haven't seen it before, him and Krishan, da da da. But for some reason, he's getting subs the entire stream every time. So, oh no. The people like they like his personality. I'm like, because he talks, he doesn't he doesn't have bass in his voice. So y'all take that as a soft, sweet voice and all of that. I don't know what it is, but y'all are weird for thinking that dude is any kind of cool or anything. They be like, Blueface is a nice guy. Huh? He's a nice guy. Oh, and Carlissa, bitch, I accidentally watched one of her clips uh because it auto played. That's the only reason. And I'm glad it was short. So she trying to finish it as she does. First of all, she saying she gonna go over there and help them with the baby because they don't know what they doing. Okay, Carlissa, we didn't see you in the stream. Huh? I thought you was going over there. You lying, Cal. You ain't going nowhere because she don't want you there. Now, give it a week. Blueface gonna be done talked her into letting Carlissa over there. And her dumb ass is gonna do it because she's a fucking dummy, right? But she just sat there and just bled Naveah. I'm like, she's saying two contradictory things at the same time. She says she gonna go over there and help her with her baby, but she's sitting up there talking shit about her. Mhm. And you know why I wouldn't deal with Carlissa too? Because she is too invasive and she never shuts up. When she went over there and Nevaeh was cooking, she kept telling Carlissa, leave me alone, let me do this. She oversteps her bounds. She sure ain't finna come in here, even though Nevada don't know what she doing. But I couldn't handle Carlissa. She do too much. She do way too much. Nobody is asking you for your fucking 10 times. I wish I could creep up to that store without putting it in drive. But people's going to work now, so they will be blowing me out the water. It's about a mile. Because I want to stay in this mode, but I have to do it for an hour and 15 minutes to get my time back. And I'm at the gate. It's probably nobody else coming to deliver, but I'm probably gonna have to prepare for it just in case, and then I have to move. Because when they get finished, they gonna come out, and I know they gonna the way they moving, they're gonna be finished. So I'm just gonna have to forfeit my time, but that's cool. My clock is nice. My clock is nice because I got a few things planned on my way back. So I'm trying to get my time up, but I should be good. I done forgot half the shit she said, but she talked about the girl. Everything that And I don't even watch them like that. I'll see clips, right? So you know Carlissa watching because everything she talked about I had already seen. And this has been happening over the course since she had the baby. And I said, damn, Carlissa, you listen to Jaden, you listen to Carlissa, you listen to Krishan. They sitting up watching Blueface and Naveah like they fans. I said, damn. Not only are y'all doing it, you don't mind letting people know you're doing it because that's all you talk about. But after Carlissa finished today, or I clicked off the video, whichever one came first, I realized it's the part of the program for them to watch them and talk that shit because they don't got nothing else about them, right? And so the spotlight is on Blueface and Nevaeh. So the other ones who on outskirts, they watches them and then they talk their shit from their side of it. Krishan be delusional saying her Blueface gonna get together, they gonna move in a new house and he junior daddy and they gonna have a fake birthday party. He gonna go to the ball place because he like playing with balls and we ain't seen Junior play with no damn ball. We seen a few months ago when she was homeless over there at old girl house, Natalie, Nine. But she gave him a little. She tried to put a ball in his hand and make it look like he was throwing it, and his hand dropped and the ball dropped, and he just sat there like he didn't know where he was at, what planet this is, what a human is, a dog is, a cat, or nothing, right? So she told whoever was asking her, people in the comment section asked why did Krishan seem like she had to think of when Junior birthday is. Let me tell you what happened. If you see that clip, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Krishan has never been comfortable telling people how old that boy is because she keeps saying baby, baby. And, he's so malnourished that he is not growing correctly and he be bent up because of his deformities. And she carries him and he wears diapers and he don't eat and he may occasionally drink from the bottle. So she wants people to believe he's a baby. And half of y'all do because y'all keep saying baby, baby, right? So when that lady asked her when is his birthday, she looked like she wanted to slap the shit out of her for asking her that. Watch the clip again. Then she said September 3rd. She didn't want to say it, but we know, stupid, you had him online. When you ran away from Blueface because you knew you was gonna have that baby away from him, and you went to Baltimore and got Ronnie, and you and Ronnie went and had the baby, and you didn't tell Blueface nothing, and then boom, you on live having a baby in another state, but you keep saying that's Blueface baby. Please don't be coming here. Okay. Now these people crazy. So she said, how old? Fuck, he is coming here. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all, because I'm gonna have to get up out of here now. I'm gonna have to go up the street. And I'm gonna try my best to creep too. My curtain is open. Oh, you could get that little box in here. Have me jumping up. Okay. But they are finna start coming in because them the small trucks that come and get the shit that we brought. And they take it to the box stores. So I am about to dip. But she said how old he about to turn and then she hesitates again. People say she forgets. She don't forget. She didn't want to answer that lady question. If you look at her face, she got mad when she asked her that question, just like she did when that dude asked her online that time. He said, how old is he? She said, 2. And he said, oh, is he finished or he's just getting in the hole? Oh, that's the other guy. So Krishan ain't talk to. I ain't heard nobody say nothing about Krishan talking about no birthday party. But you got some dummies in the chat talking about, oh, that's good that she actually thought about what he would like to do. All mommies do when they have the birthday. That's why they have it at Chuck E. Cheese, they have it at McDonald's or wherever their favorite place, and they have their favorite themes. And she ain't thought about nothing about that boy. Y'all see him 1,000 toys and you never see him with a toy. Anything to make his brain work. You see her restraining him all the time, neglecting him, not feeding him, and making him stand on his ankles and shoving high top shoes on his feet that's turned in like this. That shoe was strung up all the way to the top, and that girl's still walking around here with people all on her nuts. It's too early for me to say what's on my mind. It really is. It really is. But somebody else in the comment section, because I want to clown the ones in the comment section. Somebody else in the comment section said, she gonna have him a nice party. It's gonna be a lot of people. Bitch, it's gonna be about as many people that was at his fake party last year. Y'all remember his fake party last year when she was with Bino? And she walked in and she had them high heels on. People said she was high as hell. And she had him and they was all dressed up. And she had a cart full of toys. And they did photo ops. And then everybody posting clips. Krishan and Bino celebrating Junior's second birthday party. This is the birthday party. And besides the photo op, what else did you see? Nothing. Because it wasn't no party. It was just a photo op. Playing with your ass. You think she about to give him a birthday party? No. Any other mom, it would be a big thing. What you see Jaden do with Journey? Any other mom you follow online, they baby birthday come. In real life, and they baby birthday come. Y'all don't see Krishan do none of that. But yet and still, y'all be in the chat acting like she care about this boy. This shit is crazy. Yeah, it's gonna be the same amount of people that was at his party last year. Her, Bino, and him, and whoever was taking the pictures. That's all. That's it. That's all. That's it. Do you know what day it is? I do, because we got a full moon tomorrow on the 27th. So today is the 26th of August. His birthday is September the 3rd. That is her child, her only child. And all you heard was blue, blue, blue. You have not, there's not one clip on the internet. Find it. Find it and tag me. Find it. Come and comment. Find it. Prove me wrong. You find a clip. Not from today on forward, because that bitch watched my videos. Find a clip. You dirty, rotten, stinking, nasty hoe. While you looking. Find a clip where she was talking about her son about to turn 3 years old. Find a clip where she talking about she gonna throw Junior a birthday party. Find a clip where she talking about, trying to figure out what she gonna do for his birthday. Find a clip where she talking about Junior and birthday. Besides that one, where the lady asking her, go ahead, Google it, so you can watch that clip and you can see exactly what it is. That woman asked her. Any mother will be smiling. Oh, he's about to turn 3. I mean, he's only 3, so he's still basically a damn newborn to a mama. So it's exciting. Oh, he's about to turn 3. He's getting so big now. Yeah, he loves Buzz Lightyear. We're gonna do Buzz Lightyear. We're gonna have Toy Story, and we got Buzz Lightyear outfit and cake and everything, and all his little friends from his little play group is gonna be there. She would just be all up in arms about it. Krishan looked at that woman like she was gonna jump across that table, whoop her ass for asking her that. because she don't want to talk about anything with him, and she don't want to talk about how old he is and how old he finna turn. Because he get ready to turn 3 years old. That boy don't eat. You ain't never in your life ever seen her give him some water. This girl stay online more than just about anybody. Only person beating her is Blueface and probably Jaden, but that's recent. Krishan been on the internet. She had the baby on live stream. Knew her baby was messed up and still had him on live stream. Knew her real baby daddy was there and still had him on live stream. And some of y'all still believe he wasn't there. He was there. The sister said he was there. He said he was there. He was there. Because it's his youngin and she knows that. She was there. I even saw, because that shit been popping up lately, and got some of the old clips from that uh Crazy in Love shit they had back then when they were talking about this before they was trying to figure out if they was gonna the pregnancy or not. And clips from after that. And Blueface was telling her straight out. And Marsh, while Marsh was trying to lie, he was saying about nope, because I was something he said, I forgot where he said he was, but he was saying that she was in Baltimore. She was in Baltimore when she conceived. There's a clip. And they was at that clinic when the woman told her it was too late. And he said the dates that they gave her that she conceived, she was in Baltimore. She wasn't nowhere near me. And Marsh was saying, oh, but she didn't have sex when she was in Baltimore. First of all, y'all was trying too hard. Marsh was trying too hard, everything. And he was 100% convinced. So y'all know where it went from there. It went from them and Zeus, Zeus put money on it, let this y'all go with the storyline and this your child and everything. I mean, to be honest, the Ronnie shit would have been just kind of controversial, if not even more. But they wanted to run it that way. Who knows why? Who knows why? And that's where it went. But there's plenty of clips. It was clear then that he knew it wasn't his child. It was clear then. It was clear then. And this is the last thing I'm gonna say, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go because I still got a whole nother hour before I beat my time. And one of them gonna be pulling out soon, and they not gonna be able to get by. Um, Blueface and Naveah, thumbs up with that baby. They said on live, I guess it was yesterday. Yeah, because it's like 5 o'clock in the morning now. But they said, greetings, just Maria, Julie. Okay, you a trucker too. Okay. They said they was about to drop the DNA test off. Now, with Blueface act like he know everything, and he don't. He don't. But he be on point a lot. You know why? Because the bitches he deal with is dummies. And it's sad that he got to get on Naveah because Naveah uh told first he was cussing Naveah out because she wouldn't take her son to school. This was the day before yesterday. She didn't want to take her son to school because she lazy. She didn't want to get up. That's crazy. That's crazy. Then she said she wanted to take him to go, let him go with somebody to go stream with a famous child. They not saying who the child is. Blueface said, so you want him to skip school so he can go do that. So they fussing about that. So she said he gonna go anyway tomorrow and all this other kind of stuff. And it's like, okay, okay. Then Blueface finds out that she had Bodine take her son to school. Apparently, she said Bodine offered. But he called Bodine, and Bodine said she was cooking breakfast, and she asked me if I would take him to school, and I said sure. But then he said something that was irritating to me. He said, "I'll take that little nigga." I think he said little nigga. I think so. But he was like, I'll take him on." He probably said little motherfucker. But you know how they talk. But he was like, "I'll take him at 6 o'clock so he won't oversleep. So he'll know to get his butt up and he won't oversleep next time." First of all, Superior's not 10 or over. He don't catch no bus. That now if they're 10 or over, I could see you wake them up, they don't want to get up. Okay, don't you miss that bus. And you gotta scold them about missing a bus and they keep doing it. You gotta start like making them feel that shit, right? 4 years old, his mama takes him to school. Because the day before yesterday when they were arguing about it, he was saying take her to school. I think they were going to the doctor, I don't know. And she was like, "Well, it's too late now, it's too late." I don't know. Maybe it's different per facility or whatnot, but daycare, I mean, you could still check them in. You know, it depends on your contract. Maybe you might have to pay a little late fee because they already thought, "Yay, we got one less kid today." But you could still take them. That's weird. That's weird. This girl don't know nothing. He was like, "So you let some random nigga take your baby to school?" She was like, "Random?" And he was like, "Yeah. Do you know Bodine?" She was like, well, oh, what's his name? What's his government name?" She don't know. So she says somebody something. And it's crazy they put his name out there. They doxed that nigga. So he was like, "What's his middle name?" He was like, she was like, so you don't know his middle name. You know his date of birth, so like so if he don't come back with your son or something happened, what you gonna tell the police? Blueface friend had him. She had to think about that. Listen, this chick is garbage. She garbage. She garbage. But you know what? I'm watching that, and although what he's saying to her is right, and I hope that sticks with her because she's doing that too much. And first of all, Bodine is Blueface friend, and he's also head of security. It's not his job to keep looking after her son. Blueface really need to check that shit because Bodine said on the phone. He also said, I'd be glad to take him to school. I don't mind at all." Yeah, you've been kicking in the background a lot, and I've seen it. And people say, "Oh, it's so nice, Superior." Bodine was sweet to Superior just then, while he was crying and whining about something or something. And Blueface was getting on his nerves, and he crying, and Bodine squat down and he pull him in, and he butter him up or whatever the hell they talking about back there. And I'm just like, she just walking. She not even eyeing that because she expect Bodine to watch her kid anyway. That child is vulnerable and he don't got no support. And I've seen other people comment to this, and I believe they might be telling the truth. But before I disregarded it because I'm like, it's no reason why Samir shouldn't have his own room and his own bed. But they were saying that Naveah has Superior sleeping with them. Y'all say get out his bed, get out her bed with Blueface, but he's back there sleeping with them random nigga number one, nigga number two, nigga number three dudes. First I was like, "Child, they doing too much." That boy got his own bed. I'm pretty sure he got three, four, maybe five bedrooms in there, but then he got the dad, he got nigga number one, nigga number two, nigga number three. So I was like, it is possible. And then the mom came. Remember when her mom came? And Blueface was telling Nevaeh to kick her ass out and shit because she was rude to him. And he don't got his own bed, and neither does the newborn. We see the newborn doesn't. Okay, these people came back. They supposed to help her. I think I didn't finish all that, but I just couldn't be having her bringing random people over my house, and I don't treat her right either. I'll definitely be concerned about who all knowing where I'm staying at, been in my house. You don't know if they taking pictures. You don't know what they have fucking. I know where Blueface stay. You don't know who they know. You see what I'm saying? You supposed to be a crib. Okay, whatever. Just moving crazy. Then he sat down there, tried to be funny about it, but he was scared. You see, he didn't go up there. You know, when the mama was there, she was in the bed with Superior, which that's his grandma, so that's not the problem. When Blueface told Naveah to tell the mama to get the fuck on because she was giving him an attitude, she called the mama on the phone. And the mama said, "What? I didn't have an attitude. He said hello to me and I gave him a hug." Okay, where was that? In the kitchen? No, it was in the room because she said Bodine came in and startled her and woke her up. And I believe it was her that said, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm asleep. I don't have attitude. So I'm like, so y'all came back and Bodine went in that room and came back and told you, hey, it's a white bitch in the room. And you went in there and that's how you had the encounter with her. But Blueface knew she was coming. He flew her out. And Bodine probably met her before too. But my point is, why would Bodine would have went in that room unless he was sleeping in that room? So the group of people that came was supposed to take Superior to go with his dad. Now she keeps saying, and she said it about 5 or 6 times during this stream, Superior can't go with his dad without supervision, so his auntie is taking him there, right? He's gonna be monitored and all this stuff. But she kept saying this. And she already suggested before that the father is it was but she don't outright say it. But she keeps being suggestive that she don't trust the father with him alone. Well, actually, she literally said that. She said she calls every second. What's Superior doing? Bitch, you don't check on him when he with you. So shut the. But she probably does call every second because he's with the dad and she wants him to look bad and she wants everybody to think bad about him being with his son. So I believe her. But we see her. Oh, you on stream, Dodo Bird. I just want you to know we all can see how you treat your son, okay? So weird, but hold on. Blueface is rough with Superior to the point he gets uncomfortable. He goes to his mom, but when Superior does what they told him to do, fight back, stop being a baby, then he gets in trouble for hitting. Okay, so this is the thing. This is what I see, which is what I said earlier. Superior may fight back in that moment when he's been messing with him. And I've seen him do that, right? But for the most part, he just cries, right? And whine and cry and whine and cry. And then once he had a good cry, he may go back and start wailing on him. But Superior beats the shit out of Blueface. Let's be clear. When Blueface pisses him off. Okay, he does. So he's not supposed to do that. So when Blueface is harassing him, I think it's part because people are talking about Blueface molesting him, and it's part also him getting back at him. He says that to him sometimes, right? So what it needs to be understood, because he got a mama. Superior should not be doing that, and Blueface should not be doing that. However, if Superior is gonna keep doing it, then that's pretty much all he got is to, agitate him and be rough with him. He can't literally whoop his ass. You can see he be wanting to, because Superior be tearing that ass up. Now, one thing Superior can do is defend himself. We clear on that. And at 4 years old, I mean, he could become a problem. He could take that to school with other children. I'm mad, so I'm instantly gonna start welling on your ass. If he gonna do it to a big 6 foot ass grown ass man, right? Then he's gonna do it in school. It's gonna be a problem. He needs to learn how to talk, not scream to the top of his lungs, tell what it is, and figure other ways to negotiate and work out his problems. Okay? She should be working on that with him. It doesn't make any sense to allow that to take place. It doesn't. It doesn't. Blueface didn't start uh treating Superior like that until Superior started whooping his ass and his mama wouldn't do nothing about it. I've been seeing this from the beginning. Blueface wasn't doing him like that. But Superior was tagging his ass. And Superior is not tapping him. He he busted him up upside the head, all in the face, kicking him in the nuts, hitting him in the stomach. He doing all kind of shit. When they went to Universal Studios, he kicked him in the nuts. They was at the ticket booth. He came up, he kicked him in the nuts. He kicked him in the nuts a few times. And his mom was like, "You don't stop doing that. You don't want nobody to hit you there. It's not nice." But I mean, she don't enforce a goddamn thing. So he be thinking it's cool when he go up and punch the shit out of Blueface. He could be doing it because maybe Blueface said something to his mama earlier and he thinking about it. I don't know. But he does get upset over something that he shouldn't be upset and crying about. He should just talk about it. And he started tearing his ass up. So she gonna have to fix it on both ends or it's gonna be a problem. But if she don't start teaching her son, then he's not going to. But you're dealing with a person like Blueface, so Blueface doesn't want things to be right. So even if she gets superior to the point where he's not doing it, he's not initiating it, Blueface still probably is gonna keep antagonizing him because he want to see him get mad. He want him to be agitated. That whole fight back shit, it's not enough established for that. I agree with it, but not in this situation because it's not it's not healthy. It's no clear boundaries. It's not established that you shouldn't be hitting me like this. So I'm antagonizing you now because you did that when it's all dysfunctional. You got to get him when he's doing it and then break it down to him, stop him in his tracks and make him stop doing that and leave it at that. If he want to play fight with them like boys do. Boys agitate each other. Boys pick on each other. Boys do that shit. They roughhouse and all that. But they make sure they stop before it get to a point. But that's a normal thing for guys to do. That's kind of like that girl going out there tackling that boy on the football field. Little bitch. I meant to do a video about that. I'm gonna make sure I do it as soon as I get back too. I ain't forgot. I got my clips ready and everything. I'm gonna talk about that little shit. So many people they stick up for them when they do shit like that. Proverbs, yes, it's abuse. Proverbs what? Blueface choked him around the neck and lifted him up from the ground on live. Okay, I saw that. And he didn't choke him. I don't It's a lot of people on the internet, and the problem is some people say shit just to be saying it. Some people be trolling, some people are bots. Some people don't know how to discern from what's what. I've seen so many of my cousins and shit been done like this by damn. It's just certain men in the family that do shit like that. I've seen it. I'm not. I'm not even here to say whether it's right or wrong because I never had it done to me. My father didn't play that shit about his girl. So nobody's gonna rough anything mean. You know what I mean? So that was a boy thing. I've seen plenty of boys get picked up by their head and done like that. But it's never, it may startle them, scare them. Then once they get it done a couple of times and they know it's nothing, they'll start laughing and it really loses its sting. But they'll do it real quick, have a little laugh, and then they put the boy down and be like, what's up, little man? What's up? What's up? And they go on about their business and then he'll find something else to get him with. Now, my grandpa, my mother's grand- my mother's mother's father. We were already scared of this dude because he looked like a white man. He looked like a white man, and we were scared of him because he looked like a white man. But he's 100% Cherokee. This man was older than Methuselah. However, he has strength unlike no other. And every time we go to my grandma's house, if he was downstairs, he would always be sitting on the stairs. He'll be sitting like the third step up from the top. Nobody's going past him. Nobody's going over to him. Nothing, because we scared of him. She know that. We did. We were scared of her too. She the same complexion as him. We were scared of them two motherfuckers, and they was mean as hell. Now she'll make us go over there and say, "You better say hey to my daddy. You ain't say hey to my daddy. You better go over there and speak to my daddy." We like, the fuck. I'd rather get a whooping. And that woman, you don't want to whoop it for her because you'll think you died. You will literally think you're dying. Okay. Yeah. I don't know who to choose from between her and my father. She used switches, he used belts. I'd probably pick my dad. Yeah, I'd probably pick him. Neither one of them don't have no mercy. No mercy. Mean as fuck. And this dude did not care. He was the only person in the world that wasn't scared of my father. This dude would take you as soon as you get within his grasp. He couldn't get up and come at you because he was old as hell. But as soon as he get you in the grass, he take his knuckle and he call it bow in your head. And he get right in your head with his knuckle. And it feel like he about to drill a hole in your head with his knuckle. And he will hold your head with his other hand and he would take his knuckle and do you like this. And he don't even be saying nothing. He just do it. And it hurts so fucking bad. You as a child, you want to kill this nigga. And you sitting there like, why grandma not telling him to stop? She know that shit hurt. I know he did it to her. He did it to everybody. And then you go tell your mom, her and my uncles and aunts be like, he used to do us like that. And then they start laughing. Motherfucker, if he did y'all like that, go kill that motherfucker. You know that shit hurt. That shit used to hurt so goddamn bad. I'd be ready to go. I go stand by the door. I'm ready to go. I hate them motherfuckers. They did, but that shit used to fucking hurt. Now, the picking up by the head used to scare us, but that's why they did it for shock value. It didn't hurt them. It didn't hurt them. I even talked to the doctor about it one time. I don't know who it was. I think it was one of my cousins or maybe my husband. Did that to one of my sons. And I freaked all the way out. And I talked to the doctor about it. And he was like, nah, it's harmless. They're not squeezing the child to make them hurt. But oh, that's just a thing they do with children because it's shock value for the most part. And that holding him by his neck, he was not choking him. Y'all, come on. Did you hear him? You're choking me. Ah, you choke. No, he did. He was doing nothing. He was laughing. And he was doing nothing. He was not choking him. Y'all got to stop with that. You said, yep, I agree because they taught him that, though they told him, don't cry if you're uncomfortable or come to mom, fight back. Did you see the video where the cap gun that Superior held up to Blueface's face? I didn't see it. It must have happened before that stream that I just watched because he asked him when he was crying, he asked him, where is your cap gun? Now, see, Superior had a fit over the gun situation and he was wrong. He had a fit because, first of all, he told Blueface not to shoot him. But he already is the one who was shooting him. So he got him back. And he only did it one time. And he threw a major fit. He threw a major fit. Then after he threw a fit, went and sat on the couch, he came back to Blueface, put the gun on his lap, and told him to fix it for him. It was a command. He don't even ask. And it's like you just threw a fit at me. You beat my ass, and then you gonna come over here and throw your shit in my lap and tell me to fix it. That's the time to let him know this ain't how we do it. No, he just take it and fix it. They always do that. He's not gonna. That's not gonna fly in the real world. But he asked him when he was over there having the fit. He was like, "Where your cap gun at?" And he said some shit that I couldn't stand the baby voice. He would have had to stop. He would have stopped. Had to talk to me regular. But he kept talking. He kept answering, and he was doing that whiny voice. I, I don't get it. Like he calls him he say he acting like a girl, he acting like a girl. Okay, so correct him when he's doing stuff like that. Tell him to fix his voice and talk. So, oh, the dad. Shit, I'm down to 35 minutes. I might as well see if I can do it. They still sitting there. For some reason, they got me on up out of here. I ain't mad, but I want to get my time back. So if I sit on split for 2 hours, I get my time back from the time that started, which is worth it because I'm gonna get 2 hours worth of time back. Um, I saw a clip from the dad. Naveah says he's a bum and he lives with his sister, which I guess is the one picking up Superior. And she says, damn, I took my ice trays home, washed them because I'm going to the other truck and I don't have no ice in my freezer. I can't wait till I just get finally moved in, which is supposed to be today. But I know I'm going to that gym when I get in. And then I'm baking cakes for the guys at the shop. So after that, maybe. I don't know. But I saw when I went to go look and see who he was, because somebody who was that streaming with him? The girl, that old lady from the reality show that Blueface was faking like he was with. She was walking with him. She was like, "This is Nevaeh's baby daddy." So I went to look up and see if that was really him or she was just trolling. And it was him. And he had like a rap song with a music video. And his song was telling the girl that I gave you this car, that, all this money, jewelry, and all that stuff. Like he rich. And the first thing I did when he started talking was looked at what he had on. Then he was walking through the house and he walked out the door. I looked at his shoes. I said, that shit don't match up to what you saying. You ain't even matching. Much less, you could see what he got on. You could tell this nigga, it looked like somebody really gave him that to wear because he ain't had that. I'm like, Like he don't look like he got what he trying to say in that video. So then he walked out the door, walked past the car, and I think it was a Mercedes. But I'm like that. I know that ain't his car because look at him. And then who niggas that brag like that are broke niggas because that shit is just corny. So why he got when he got to the car, he was telling the girl he gave her whatever it was bigger than a Mercedes. I think he said Maybach or something. And I'm like, so you gave her a Maybach and you finna get in that old ass Mercedes? Okay, cool. But we didn't see him get in and drive off. So he talking all this shit. You gonna make it out this gate with me saying? Cause he really acting like he is. Oh, he going to the left. I don't know that way. Cause that'll be the only way unless he gonna tear the gate off. Hold on. Hold on, Frenchie bad boy. Frenchie bad. He took that whole street and then some of the other side over there. But he did it. I couldn't have been that confident. It's too dark. Everything. The way that gate set up, that was impressive. I mean, it ain't hard to do. Now he gonna go take his break in the middle lane. Make it make sense. So you did all that so you can be in the middle lane? Okay. Anywho, um, so I saw a recent clip, and he did the same. He pretty much was doing the same thing that he did in that video. He started talking. He got up. He had a something he was rolling up in his hand, and I'm like, this is a cornball. You could tell. You too old. I think she said he like 40 something. I'm like, how you he come on here. He looks like the type of dude that's got a low self-esteem. He insecure. Um, and he really ain't got nothing going for himself, but he likes to perpetrate like he does. But that's not possible. He don't even got enough change to make it look like it makes sense. So he got up, he started walking. He was like, hey, chat, I know y'all miss me. I'm coming back. And yeah, I seen the little stuff about my baby mama and da 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 and all that. Yeah, we gonna talk about that too and all that. And they were flaming him in the comments. They was like, "Don't talk about shit, nigga. Go get your son." I'm like, okay, okay. He's firing up. I'm gonna close my doors because I don't know. Everybody don't got the same talent. I don't know if he'll be able to get out without me moving. So I might have to back up. Is that him? Yeah, it is. Hold on, y'all. I'll be back. Let me see what you said. Blueface need to be held accountable for his actions and put that nigga to jail. He on some Diddy shit. For real, he weird. He let the baby latch onto his chest. I talked about that. He did the same thing to Journey when she was a baby. I didn't know he did it to Journey. Why he laughed and filmed it. It went on way too long in the clip. Ooh. I didn't know he did it to Journey. I wasn't even definitely not watching him half as much. I'm not defending Blueface. I call it like I see it. I've made myself clear what I think about Blueface and especially anything he's done concerning children. The difference is between me and what I see with his fans or whatnot. That doesn't change with me. I don't ever like him. They're putting everything on display, so I'm gonna judge each thing accordingly. But that doesn't change. I think the nigga need to be under the jail. There's a chick still there with him with her children, and he molested a boy. We all saw it. I say that. There's no turning down from that. But you know what people do who watch them? They either don't believe that that's what they were seeing, or now that he's doing something different in front of everybody, they act like that never happened. They do it all the time. Look how they doing with Krishan. She abuses and neglects her son every single day, and they treat her like she Queen Elizabeth or some shit. When Superior uses his word to advocate for himself, nobody listens to him. Um, you know what? That is true. They don't have respect for boundaries with Superior. That is true. Um, I don't know about in the moment though. In the moment of that type of a situation. But whenever he's talking and they're busy being engaged in something else, they're not busy because that shit ain't important. But whenever he's like trying to express himself about something, mainly to his mom, she don't pay him no attention. She act like she don't hear a thing. Now, what y'all can say, because it's true, is that sometimes Blueface will acknowledge and address what he's talking about. He's the only he's if he didn't do it, nobody else would do it because his mama don't pay him no attention. Let me go ahead and put this in. I forgot to do that. I don't want them to think I'm being detained because they was too fast for that. We don't want that to go on their record. Uh, to let them know they got me on up out of there. Okay. Now when okay, let's say she comes in and she say what happened. She gonna listen to what Blueface say if he start talking, and she gonna listen to what Superior say if he start talking. The problem is that's all she does. She don't really do anything after that. Or if she say something, it's not even rational. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't give a real discipline or solution either way. She might just hit Blueface or ask say, "Do you want me to hit him?" Or she might tell Superior, "Shut up crying like a girl," after he said what he said. So technically you are right. You are right because I've seen on occasion, but I can't recall who was in the right or the wrong, but it still brings about the point that she didn't really at the end of the day listen to Superior because she'll ask what's wrong with you and he'll say he da 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 and she don't say nothing. And then she be like, stop crying, stop crying right now. And he don't listen to her. I noticed that sometimes he just chooses not to listen to her. But for the most part, he's like very attentive to her. Like he'll try to cheer her up. He try to give her hugs and kisses and he'll defend her. I think when he gets where he don't listen to her, I think that's about things that he's going through, being in that environment, her not, paying him attention, her not taking care of him and stuff like that. I think that's why he got into that cussing too. That gets him immediate attention. Now that she mostly laughs at it, like he don't even really do it no more. He like, oh shit. It don't get him that attention like he used to get. I don't know. It's really sad because, she got this on display and it's I'm sure all kind of advice coming her way. But she definitely is the type that she ain't gonna listen to nobody. She barely listens to Blueface. Barely. Barely. And it would behoove her to I don't know why people keep saying she's smart because she not. That is not a smart girl. I'm here to tell you. At 25 years old, to be where she is in life, that girl is not smart. She ain't finessed not one situation she's in. There's somebody that was in the comment section of one of those videos. Uh huh. Okay. Okay. I got about 20 minutes. Let me see. Yeah, about 20 minutes. Hold on. Let me back up. He's not even a driver. Ain't nobody gonna tap me. They will stop and ask me to move before they do some shit like that. Everybody come through this yard can drive. This ain't the type of place you come to if you're a rookie. Either way, any driver, if they were unsure about making a move, then they would truck don't wanna. Woo! I'm gonna be saying goodbye to this truck in a minute, boy. Hell yeah. Oh, he chilling. He getting his. Ooh, I better not go too fast. I'm gonna undo everything I just did. Only thing that's really gonna do is put me in front of these folks. Let me try to get over here some. Okay, that must be the guy that came in after me that got in my spot because he should have his 2 hours. Mm. It's probably gonna take me a little over 2 hours to get back. But being that it's this time of day, traffic is picking up. So I had a real smooth ride on the way here. The only delays I had was right when I got like right up the street. They doing something up there. And they had us sitting for about 10, 15 minutes. But now that it's morning traffic, it's gonna take longer. So the 2 hours that I just gained back is basically gonna be my travel hours. So I'm gonna burn those 2 hours traveling. But that's gonna be good because if I didn't get them back, then I'll be short. I'll be shorter than I want to be for moving around and stuff. So I think, for a second, I thought that that was Superior Dad that came in the streaming room when all them people showed up because I saw a dude that looked like his complexion. He might be Puerto Rican or something. Um, but he's like he doesn't have any brown on him. Like he's not tan or dark or anything. So I don't know what he is, but I know he's not like Caucasian. And I thought it was him that came in the streaming room, but then as I looked at it, I realized it was Blueface's dad. He was looking in to check on Blueface because he didn't know why all these people was there. I'm like, I hope he acknowledged his dad later on by saying, I appreciate you, coming in, making sure I'm good because all these people in the house. But I just thought it was crazy that he's been letting Nevaeh just have all these random people over there. But you keep saying she was in a shelter. He made some shelter jokes. He's like they came from the shelter and all this and that. Listen, I don't I don't know, but something is up with Nevaeh. Something is up with her, and if I treated a girl like that, I wouldn't trust her as much as he trusts her. Because no matter what first of all, she gonna be mad because it's not going her way. She's not getting what she wants. This is not the fairy tale situation she desired. And if she got even a little bit of common sense, she's got to know that this is not going to pan out long term. And she's gonna have to change things. So so for somebody who been getting by, however she been getting by, having tricks and all of that, or whatever, in the slums, slumming it, you gotta be always on some slick shit. And I just got a feeling that, yeah, the Blueface is a big ass dummy. At the end of the day, he is. I mean, we keep still seeing him mess with Krishan. Like, who would do that? So if he don't get got by Krishan, it's gonna be by somebody in Naveah now. And I think he understands, as anybody should, that he should kind of watch his six on that. But he keep doing it because he feel like that's bringing him views. Like with the dad, when he talks shit about the dad, when she called her dad, because they say the dad called. No, I think she called the dad. Maybe they were texting or whatever, and then she went ahead and called him. But Blueface started snapping off, talking shit, and then he was like, "Call him back so I can apologize." Then he was like, "Tell him I said I'm sorry. Tell him I love him." What? You sitting right next to her? I thought you was gonna apologize. Now your dad is a cool dude, but don't put him in no position, where he gonna get hurt. Like he told her, you gonna be yelling stop and all of that. And they brought up who? Somebody. Oh, he said he compared it to like Krishan dad and what happened. And she was like, my dad ain't no little dude. And I was like, hey, Pops, thinking in my head, stay out they shit. Just stay out they shit. Because clearly she don't care and you don't care. She just wants some attention. It don't even matter. Just stay out they shit. Because it'll never be worth it. Not for a dumbass that to sit there and take that shit all day, every day. Just stay on out of it. He was like, what's up with old dude? Because he was calling her bitches and shit like that. And he was like, what's up with old dude? And then Blueface was like, what's up with your daughter? I was like, why she put him on speakerphone to start with? You know he upset. So that had no intentions. That it had no potential to go well. Why would you put your dad on speakerphone? I mean, you probably can't blow him off in that moment because he's upset. So, rightfully so, you should, you know, talk to him and just be like, we'll talk about it later, blah, blah, blah. I know, we'll talk about it later. So he don't be saying shit, and then Blueface saying shit, and now they got beef, and it go from there. Why would you put him on speakerphone? I was like, what the fuck? And he told, what's up with your daughter? Talking about I don't know what it was about. Superior going to school. She her taking Superior to school, so and she let Bodine take him to school and all that. Uh, it was something about that. But her dad was like, send her ass home. So you know what Blueface did? He was like, fuck that nigga. Uh, he wasn't saying send your ass home or whatever when you was in the shelter. He always do that. Then of course she agreed with him, and then he talking about call him back. He a cool dude, but don't put him in the middle of it because he gonna end up like this. And then she like, oh well, he ain't as little as Krishan dad. And I'm like, okay, that's what you doing. That's what you doing. That's what you doing. So you want your father to get into it with some dude because you letting him treat you like this when your ass can fucking leave? Wow. Yeah. 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 That compare and compelled with The time she Blueface is a dumbass. The time she sent that dude them text messages and was clowning Blueface. So you went from that happening to getting her pregnant and moving her in. Sounds like a big ass dummy to me. Huh. And these dudes keep exposing her. They must really be hating. They got some feminine energy because that dude said, and that baby dark. I jaundiced my ass. That baby dark. That baby getting dark. That baby look like it's gonna be my complexion. Who is that? Carlissa? Carlissa ain't dark like that. Carlissa is caramel at best. Is she caramel? Maybe a little darker. But she ain't no dark skin. Okay, this is dark skin. I'm dark skin. I'm dark brown. And that baby look like it's gonna be my fucking complexion. I ain't seen no yellow on him. I'm looking at the stream from last night. She sitting there, he's sitting there, and she holding this dark ass baby. I'm like, could this be the nigga that this other content creator been interviewing and they keep coming back? They were the last one I saw was like a week before she had him, and dude was she was like, well, so you gonna take your responsibilities and take your DNA test and all that? He was like, I he basically was like, no. Like he didn't even really give all that no thought. He was like, I don't care about her or that baby. I just want to put it out there. What? You okay, you are like a damn girl. That's pointless. Like what you so what okay, even if you mad what you mad at her for? Y'all wasn't even in a relationship. So whatever the hell y'all had going on. What this is just men don't move like that. So what? Especially if you know you don't want nothing to do with it. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Because if they gonna play like they did with Junior, let them. But when that child turn out to be dark skinned, then it's not gonna be cute then. Because everybody gonna know that's that boy baby. And when he and that content creator was talking, and they was adding up the dates and stuff, and he was talking about the sex message and shit that he showed people or whatever he did, I don't know. I never looked at none of the shit they was talking about because I don't care. But he said, her and him was saying it adds up. If she had that baby early, then we know what it is. And when I heard that, I was like, it might be something to this. And then here we go. It was the baby shower, and then boom. At least what 2 weeks earlier than when she said, because according to her, she should have had her baby 2 days ago. The baby is what 5 days, 6 days, 7. I don't know. And you got your membrane swept. Uh, mm, mm. It is now. I know when she said something about, oh, his jaundice magically cleared up all of a sudden. When you hold the baby and look at him all day, you just noticed it 1 second ago on stream. All of a sudden, like you haven't seen him all day. I just thought that was weird. And Blueface was like, he got it from all that damn cornstarch he was eating. Listen, I might have to look that up because it could have contributed. I don't know. I never had none of my children had jaundice, so I just heard about it. And I know it's not as bad as colic. Like colic, they cry, 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 cry. But they do be pretty agitated and close to it, and I haven't seen that in him. So I really don't think that baby has jaundice. I think she made that shit up. But yellow and dark is two different things. That baby brown. He look like a crayon. He look like this. He look like my beat up eyeglass case right here. He look like this. He actually, I have to go back and look because I want to say he might be just a little darker than this, but I don't want to go that far. I don't want to go that far. I don't want to. But he looked darker than his daddy. Maybe it was the shadows, the lighting, or something. But it just looks to me like every time I see him, he's getting darker. When he first was born, I said that baby look like it's gonna be dark. And usually, this is how we old schools do it. We tell by the ears. I didn't see his ears. I did not see his ears, so I really can't. That's why I'm just sitting here like, I don't know, I don't know. But if I seen them ears and them ears was dark, and they probably are, I don't know. But if them ears is dark on the cuff, that's gonna tell you what that complexion is. That shit, that's how it be every single time. You better look it up and ask your auntie them. Look at them ears. I just hope Carlissa doesn't enter the chat. I really do. Because keep her at bay as long as possible, but he know that's gonna stir things up. So when the views go down and he get bored, he gonna think of something else. But he can say he the birthday all he wants. He needs other people and drama and controversy. Yeah. And I think he's trying to spark a match for that to happen with Ray J. It probably won't, because I don't think, unless they agree on it. Other than that, I don't think Ray J is gonna go there because I don't know if him and Sauce Walker had a boxing match or not. But he's not gonna do all that with Blueface. It's not realistic. Nobody's buying it. Nope, nobody's buying that because in real life it just would not be that. So that's not happening. But I know AB was saying something to Brandy, and Brandy was like, because AB said, this is why they say Brandy's little brother or the Brandy's little brother is for real. You something he said. It was dumb either way. And she was like, you the one who made that song? And he was like, no, 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 that wasn't me. That wasn't me. But it was something else. Okay, so I talked about the dad, Superior's dad. My thing with that is he made it sound like he's gonna enter the circus. Which if he starts showing up, then that's him in the circus. Just like Bino, any other party that comes in that's really involved is in the circus. And it sounds like he's entering the circus. My thing is like, you could tell he a sorry ass nigga. Why are you making an announcement and why you didn't just address things and do something? Because he can't and he probably don't want to. He's a no good, shiftless ass nigga, just like Naveah. That's why they attracted each other, because they are the same. She attracts these niggas who really ain't about shit. Like this other guy, the light skinned guy, I don't know what their names are from one from the other. But he's saying too he wanna test, he wanna know. Y'all niggas know y'all don't wanna take care of no baby. They don't got it like that. And they don't wanna add a child or another child. They just doing that because she's with Blueface. If she wasn't with Blueface, they would not be nowhere to be found at all. Just because something is normalized doesn't make it right. That's why generational trauma is so hard to break. Okay, so you must be talking about the picking them up by the hand. I mean, if that's what you're talking about, probably so. Um, you know, I can't really go against you on that because to the adults, is one thing, but I'm pretty sure the children experiencing it, especially for the first time, they're like frightened. But once they see it ain't nothing to it, they giggle. I don't know if it's a nervous giggle. I don't know. I'm not in their shoes. I don't know. I just know what I remember seeing coming up. It was very common. Um, and I seen it happen to my son one time, and I was like, hell no. And even though I talked to the doctor about it, I was like, hell no, don't you do that shit again. I don't like that. He said, if someone picks you up out of that, you will feel violated and abused. Yes. Oh, okay. So I'm not downplaying it the way y'all think I am. I'm not downplaying it to full dismissal. I'm just saying the way you're typing it, the way people was also going around saying it, like he was doing it in a full on abuse type situation. Like he was choking him for real, for real. That to me, that choking shit was kind of it was I did see him being dark with it, but I saw it as performative also because he knows it's gonna make y'all act that way. But as far as him actually choking him and hurting him, he was not doing that. Damn, how the hell he flipped that damn truck like that, and that shit didn't flip over. That's crazy as hell. He went around the fence so hard. That's not even a 43 footer, so I'm sure he know how to handle it by now. But you can't do no shit like this and something like this. With the where the wheels, you got wheels up here, then you got all that trailer, then you got wheels way back there. That shit would have damn sure flipped over because it's not enough stability for that. Kids laugh when they don't know what to do about the situation because people around him watching it and do nothing about it. That could have been the case too. When you look at that clip with him and Superior, I think they were at the pool table and he was choking. I don't know of any other time. I did so I don't know if we're talking about the same incident. I think from what I recall of seeing it, it could be interpreted either way. So, he could have had some kind of nervousness to him about it, but he was trying to like believe that this was in joke mode, so he was laughing about it. I felt like he kept it went on too long. Like, that's why I felt like he was trying to be performative to give shock value for people to be like, oh my God, you choked the boy. He was telling him, I'm your stepdaddy and all that stuff. And that's exactly what people were saying. Blueface choked Superior and he told him he was his stepdaddy. So I was like, okay. So I'm 1 minute in. I give about 5 minutes. You gotta give it take here and there for you to be sure for it to kick in. So now I can ease on down the road. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's never gonna be a good environment for um. Wait, what happened? It's never gonna be a good environment for him to be in, and he shouldn't be in it. And the baby clearly, oh gosh, and they still holding the baby too. I'm like, I ain't gonna say nothing else about it at this point, because it's clear that that's what they're gonna do. Um, I just think Blueface should just like, just focus on the baby more when he got him. Because him talking, doing other shit, being rude, or whatever he regularly does, he can do a lot better because once the baby is passed to him. and he realizes he's not with his mom anymore, then he start getting ready to cut up. So it would he could bond better with him if he was, focusing. Maybe know if he's focusing on him or he's just talking like to other people and stuff. But he could like be direct with him for a little bit so they can get a personal relationship. Cause he ain't gonna be able to hang with him long term, being a little ratchet little pig like that. Cause homeboy is not feeling it. Once he realized this ain't mama, this don't smell like mama, none of that shit. I don't smell no milk. What y'all doing? Then he start moving around and start doing his little. You can tell that's a good baby because he don't get into full. And I'm like, dang, y'all creating something you do not want. Because when they get tired of this new shiny toy, they gonna start to want to put him down. Blueface is already telling her this and that. And then did y'all see the scene? Damn, every time I think, okay, ain't nothing else, I it's something else pop up. Like when it was coming from the doctor. So he already didn't think he should go to the jaundice appointment anyway. But she made it a big deal. He should go. Okay. And so he went, but he didn't get out. Oh, she did not like that. That's how they ended up getting into it. And then the dad eventually called. I mean, he brought up other stuff. She asked him, she said somebody in the chat said they want to pay her to stream with him, and it was a dude. And he went off on that. That's what when the dad called. Because he was like, you want your daughter to go stream with sitting in another nigga face? But it started when, she got in a car and she was not happy because he didn't go in. And this is what Blueface said. Blueface was saying that it didn't make sense for both of them to be at the same place at the same time. That's why they're a team. And that's why I tell y'all she is a dumb broad. Because I would have slapped the shit out of him for saying so stupid like that. I mean, not literally, but probably in my head, right? Because we seem to be at the same place at the same time all the time. Because that's what he wants. When technically, you should be at first sleeping when the baby's sleeping. Whatever. Whatever. However, he is saying that he shouldn't go inside the doctor's appointment because he could be doing something else, which I guess entertaining the chat so he can keep bringing in money. Because what else? What else is he talking about? He talking about I set out the car for an hour with you. We sat out here waiting on you in the heat. You don't appreciate that? We're here for you. And she was like, for the baby. He was like, ultimately, it's for you because he didn't want to go. So then he says this. He says he's gonna go inside the doctor's appointment as he's done. We've seen it. He done it. So he said they're gonna realize it's Blueface. Damn, how many doctors? Okay, okay, this is the baby's doctor, so that's a different doctor. Okay. But when she was pregnant, did she go to different? Uh-uh. Anywho, we sure ain't seen her taking no prenatals or talk about them, but she was eating cornstarch. Blueface said if he go to the doctor's appointment, they're gonna eventually realize that it's Blueface, and they're gonna pretty much start talking. Everybody's gonna know, and then when he comes back again, like they're gonna make a thing of it, and then other people gonna start to find out. That's basically what he's saying, and it's gonna be a thing. and there's not going to be any privacy involved and all that. Well, first of all, that's why wealthy people go to certain doctors, private doctors. They generally all go to the same doctor, right? My doctor is a celebrity doctor. Aren't I blessed? He's good too. He is. But uh, they don't just go to the welfare doctor. Because if you were dealing with a doctor that's dealing used to dealing with celebrities, then that all of that is respected. That's the whole point of going there. It's gonna cost you more, yes, but that's the whole point. So we know they're lowballing it there. And I was just like, he talk about safety. It's not safe and all of that because once they find out it's Blueface and all of that, like her walking in with the baby in Superior is not gonna give it away at all because they had got have nobody has any clue what she looks like. Why would they know who Naveah is? She's not on stream all day and all night with Blueface. No. The controversy and why other people who don't even watch that kind of stuff is not because of her being there and treating her like that. No, so she's gonna walk in and they're gonna be like, "Hi, lady, we've never seen before and don't know who you are. Oh, where's your baby daddy? Oh, he's in a car because he doesn't want to blow the spot up because y'all gonna know he's a celebrity." hmm Okay, so if we worried about safety, why you gonna have that crazy ass bitch come to your house and to the baby shower? Now he knew they wasn't gonna let her in, right, at the baby shower, but he gave her the address anyway. And see, you don't get to control or predict what happens after that. You know, she could have been on, a different level of crazy that day because we know her levels can go all the way. There's no cap on that. And hey, you never underestimate crazy. Crazy can do what crazy can do. She could have been sneaking around the premises, pop up, catch Naveah by herself, or catch somebody's dog by themselves, or a toddler, and they be like, "What the fuck happened?" Oh, a crazy bitch came and did the shit. Like anything, anything. Clearly, she was on their trails. I mean, he basically gave her the address to every spot they went to. She came to the house. Well, according to her, they spent the night together. He did admit that. And he did say he was in a car. He got out the car, but he was talking about blah, blah, blah. We gonna leave or something. He said they saw her mom and sister go and get in her car and drive off. And he assumed she was with him. When he said that, I was like, she ain't gonna say nothing. Cause like, what does that mean? Does that mean that you was gonna bring her in the house? Cause why are we talking about? What does that have to do with how she got to the door? Because he's saying she overheard him because she was sitting right there saying y'all was getting ready to go to the baby shower. And then she came, obviously, when he didn't know she got out of the car, she came to the door. Okay, that doesn't match up with we saw your mom and your sister get in the car and drive off, but thought you was in the car too. That tells me that, bitch, other shit he telling you ain't true. They thought you left and went to the baby shower because that's what he said. We thought y'all left with you. You was with them. Y'all went to the baby shower. So y'all was gonna go in the house and get busy. That's what I think. That's what I think. Either way, you brought her there because she did come pick him up. Wait, no, she picked him up after the baby shower. So apparently, she picked him up before all these encounters with Krishan, and you bringing him where y'all at. They went to the baby shower. He gave her the address. So even if She didn't come in. Nobody saw. It was clips. And WAG 100 is like, yo, she ain't getting in here. Somebody confronted her. She left. Blueface, this is six something million dollar. Bitch, no, it's not. You got debt more than that. Stop the cap. Ain't nobody getting it if we don't want. What you putting on a show for? Everybody and their mama knows that girl would not even be there if you didn't give her the address. You the only one deal with her crazy ass. And if somebody else give you the address, then off with their head, right? So we know you did it. Okay, that's not a safety issue. Then they go to the other event. She pulls up. He gets in the car with her. So you gave her the event address where y'all standing outside, Naveah full on pregnant, standing outside. In that moment, I mean, how many moments we gonna have? But in that moment, I was like rooting real hard for her ass to leave that night. She ain't never gonna leave that nigga. Not from what I see. After that, none of that other shit with no chick, no none of that. Which the chick shit shouldn't be an issue because that's what she agreed to. But for some reason, it is every single time. So weird. But what else the fuck can he do? He done it all. Your son putting you in danger with Rashad. I mean, messing with her is top tier. Inviting her there. Blueface cannot control anything that would have happened in that moment when she pulled up. What if that girl decided to go against you? Fuck what you talking about. Get out the car and go start welling on her. She was talking about whooping her ass. I'm pulling up for the fade. You talking about this and that. Bitch, we know you don't care about your son, but you talking about assaulting a pregnant woman. And for this nigga to go hang out with her knowing she talking like this, ain't no hope for Nevaeh. No hope. But then you gonna turn around and say you didn't go inside the doctor's office because people gonna see you and know you Blueface. Okay, you went everywhere the hell else any other time. And they see a shoe. Bring nigga number however, whoever in with you. Doesn't make any sense. Then the way he starting to low key add Superior in when he beefing with Nevaeh, that shit is strange to me. And I think that also got something to do with the way Superior be welling on his ass. I'm telling you, that boy is very intelligent. And he he trying to be cool with Blueface, but you can tell. Superior might be one of these children because I've heard men say this. I'm pretty sure y'all have on a show or maybe in real life. I've heard it both ways. Say shit like, you know, how they been in situations and wishing that you know, they was older and they could do this and that, you know? And the way he be tearing that ass up without remorse, because Blueface is like, they was arguing and he was calling Superior nigga number 5 or 4 or whatever. And he was popping shit at Superior. Like he popping shit at Nevaeh, but then he popping shit at Superior at her, throwing him in it. Like they on the same team and he the same age as her. Like I'm just like, this shit is weird. The Superior don't got nothing to do with that beef you in. But it's like the second or third time I've heard him do this lately. And Superior be back there listening. He catch on. He understands. When he come up to him and be like, hey, you don't talk to my mama like that. he hear what y'all saying. He know when you talking to her wrong or right. He knows what y'all are saying. He be around adults his whole life. He know what the fuck going on. I'm like, this shit is crazy. She is. It's not even worth it. And he trying to make it seem like she making all this money. Child, this nigga was taking Krishan Rock money. You know he taking the van money. That's why he wouldn't let her stream by herself. Let me get up out of here. I'm finna close my doors and hit the road. He wouldn't let her stream by herself. He wanted to be in control of her stream. And you see he got her double streaming with him and all this other stuff. You know he getting that money. You know he getting that money. Why he showing um screenshots talking like he's sending her this and that? But you trying to tell people that she making all this buku money online. Yeah, yeah. We know y'all fundling shit because she was putting some shit on her name and y'all had that shit on live too. So we know y'all be swapping out. He sent her money one time and she had it sent to somebody else and told them to go get out the bank and send it to us some shit. I was like, so they got too much going on. Hold on, I'll be back. Hours is refreshed. That is a energy. Get back to the A. Making brownie cookies, chocolate chip cookies, and strawberry mini bundt cakes with homemade drizzle icing. And some will have uh, sugar sprinkles on them called unicorn, unicorn something, unicorn tears. It's not as, but it's so cute. They're like diamonds looking, and they're like white and light pink, and I think like a light blue. You know those unicorn colors. And yeah, gonna bring them and give them to them because that's how you get taken care of. You know, you know, that's how you get taken care of. I was in the line the other day and I sat there. I said, I'm gonna try to sit in and see. And it was two guys in front of me. Then one got pulled off and he's like, bump this, and he went park. See, it took me a little over 2 hours to get there, and it's saying 3 hours back. Same distance, just excessively more traffic. That's why I like going out in the wee hours of the morning, and boom, this whole road is full. But I was sitting there for like a couple of hours, and then I was like, this is my time off. I'm not gonna sit here all day for this. It's very minor. I tried to be like everybody. I tried to do a said bump that. And so you can't just be going in walking around in the shop. So I said, how am I gonna get this nigga? Because I don't know like what station he be at, what side, because they switch him up, so they can get, you know, do everything. So I went in there and they be mean mucking when you come in that shop. They be looking because you ain't supposed to be in there like that. I said, "What's so and so at?" He's looking like, I was like, "Oh God, he's trying to be nosy." I'm like, "That's my cousin. I need to talk to him." He came up. I said, "Hey man, da 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 da, my truck." And he's like, "Where you at?" It's over with from there. I said, "Okay." So what he's doing every time it comes, I'm like, okay, yeah, I like that. Yeah, these people are wild, and they seem to be, making a lot of money and stuff, but you know, our money ain't good money, not at all. It's like so many people get encouraged by that, and you see people with stuff that you can tell is fabricated. You see, all kind of stuff. Like the fakest one of them all is Krishan. Every time something go left or Blueface, here she come, with some new weird dude. Once she admitted to everybody that Bino was a PR, pretty much a PR situation, it's nowhere you can go from there. But the corny part was her trying to say she did it to help him out. No, he was hired to do it to help you out, Dodo Bird. We know this. We know this. Well, those of us who have a brain do. Like it's gonna rain. Please don't, because I'm kind of feeling like it too. Ugh. I hope not. I want all the energy. I drop this trailer. I'm going to the gym. They are just so dysfunctional. Let me see. Since I'm at this long ass red light. Come on. Why you keep doing that? They be so mad. Hold on, y'all. Oh, to go off and come back on again, but you should be mad because I want take off my security shit and I want upgrade the system. Like I'm ready shit till the wheels fall out. We gonna just be in battle because I don't want this shit in the first place. Most of us was forced into this. Tired of this I spy bullshit everywhere. I be locating where all the secret little devices be at, and I be fucking them up, don't I? I cut them shits up, take them shits up, whatever I gotta do. Like, bitch, fuck you. You lying anyway. Don't make me sue you. So well, that shit keeps shutting down. I was about to play some of these clips, but I gotta get it to stay on first. I'm a little too high up. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely gonna rain. My sight is a little fuzzy. That's another telltale sign. It's so much danger and recklessness going on. It's crazy. And people posting Jaden. I be trying. I can't. Her, Carlissa, and Krishan. Just. I have no idea why people watch their ass. But eh, mad at Blueface, of course, still talking shit. But she the only time I gave her a little bit is when he was like of her children and stuff like that. Like she gonna be stuck with him and all that. So, she was eating a little bit, but Jada need to calm down a little bit. I mean, do what you gotta do, make your money, but it's crazy people don't know that Jaden is Carlos a top hoe. And that's what it's been for a long ass time. This whole one man, only Blueface and all that, that's just a storyline they was giving y'all. Jaden been and Drake really told y'all that. He didn't say it directly, but he indirectly said it. I'm just like, people still don't get it. Like, where the freak people think she getting money from? Jaden don't do shit. She getting streaming money now, but even that streaming money she making wouldn't cover her and her children. It wouldn't. Mhm. She definitely ain't making more than Blueface. And that's cute what he getting, but it's still, well, it'll never get him out of debt. I wonder why they keep shutting down. That shit is weird. Hey, bro, slow your roll so I can make this turn. What's wrong with you? Where you going? Huh? The white line is there for a reason. See, don't be looking scared now, Grandma. Nah, come on. You want to be in the middle of the street? Come on. Yeah, people just do what they want to do. Oh, the line? Oh, that line is just that's it's there, but I'll stop when I want. No, it's there for a reason. Yes. She talking about you stole my son middle name. Jaden, stop. Just stop. Don't let your obsession keep making you show people why you are low IQ. Low IQ. First of all, nobody's stealing nothing. If she stole something from you, then go press charges and tell the judge and tell her to give it back and see how that goes for you. It's not stolen. She didn't copy your son's middle name. It just so happens that your son's middle name is her baby daddy's middle name. And she needs his whole name to make the baby a junior. But she don't want to say that. She don't want to say that's why she mad. Tell them why you mad, Jaden. Because we know when you say something like that, we gonna know anyway. She got the first child. But for whatever reason, they didn't make him a junior. And I'm pretty sure that was his decision, which makes her even more mad because what woman wouldn't want to? And sometimes guys be insecure about that, and they gotta mature a little bit first. I don't know. Some guys be ready out the gate. I can't wait to have me a junior. But you can tell by the way it came up. And he just got to a point where he felt like he either was ready for that or what. Because we still don't know if that's his kid. He probably did that for extra spark, extra content, extra make you mad, make you mad. And if he did it to play with either one of them, okay, not cool, right? But it's really if he did it to play with Krishan. Because to send that Looney Tune over the bin, which deep down in my heart, I really feel like that's what he was doing. That's the it's unforgivable, man. It really is because it's go- she can't play I'm boxing and I'm cool over here for so long. This girl neglects and abuses her child on a daily basis to where it's too many people. If you get all the people on the internet who said this and think this, you're gonna get over 100 people who say that they absolutely bullies murdering her son. She wants to see him deceased, right? You're gonna get over 100 people that themselves down. They know what they stay up high. The only issue is really because I got my visor down and I have my mirror right there, so it hangs even more. So I have to kind of look down, but I can definitely see better when I'm sitting up, and I can see that mirror too. But that visor stays down because them gadgets behind it. Yeah, I don't trust none of them. I put tape all over them shits on the pad and everything. And one of my things came off. I'm gonna have to, but I'm finna move out of here anyway. So have a good luck because what y'all don't know is these phones and tablets. You think that like that will be the only camera? No, they have other cameras in them. You have to look it up for the devices you have. But them cameras and tablets, like you cover one up, you think you covering up? Nah. But I think Blueface is feeding into some of that she got going on. That's why I say if she does something like she harms someone and he happens to not be one of them, he happens to survive whatever on there to some degree he's gonna hold some liability because I do believe he is manipulating her to a degree and making her think that um there's a chance for them two to be together in the way that she wants. When she be reading them text messages and stuff, and it's not even just that. I don't believe everything she's reading, but I believe that he's feeding into it. And he has to be because they keep linking up. So it's like it's clear to everybody else that why he does what he does to a degree. Because at the end of the day, nobody is gonna say it would be worth it to mess with her again. Principality at best. Like, you done too much shit to me. You done threatened me. And threatening him on the phone recently, he did that shit at the baby shower. I was like, what? He put his so-called child and superior, because he lives there too, whether he was there, whatever, he was at the shower, but he put all them in safety, in danger, over a chick that just on the phone asked you, did you want her to take your ass up out of here? Or threatened to, however she said it. And while she was with him, she's like, you want me to get active or some shit? All right, what did she threatening dudes? Is she gonna pop off on him? Weird shit. Take your microphone out. She crazy. He getting out the truck and she trying to take his microphone out. Take your microphone. The cameras. Like telling him to turn off the camera and shit. Like, man, you better get away from this girl. No, because he knows what spark that gives the internet when they're together. And you feel like it's worth it. But then when you turn around and do stuff like spend money on her, I mean, at least that's the way it appeared. We don't know what truly happened, but it appeared that way. And those expenses are covered. Please believe me. They're highly paid for this. They're highly paid for this. They're hot commodities. They don't mind being completely destructive. This is war against black people. It comes in every direction, in every way. None of that shit makes any sense. And nobody should ever move like that in real life. No dude should ever move like that in real life. That's the kind of chick you absolutely stay away from. There's no dollar amount. There's nothing that should make you deal with her because it only ends one way. It never ends. It's not a possibility for it to end with her just being like, okay, I see what's going on. He playing with me. It's not gonna happen. Da 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 da. I'm gonna go on about my business and live my life. No, that's not how that ends. Okay, that's not how that ends. Y'all better get back into watching movies. They always snap out. And there's plenty of true crimes out there too. Like this one guy, I like to bring this one up because these children don't stay babies. That's another thing. They're not gonna always be kept away from each other. It's gonna be at some point where they just gonna get too old for this shenanigans and they're gonna start having voices and like, okay, that's my brother and my sister, whatnot. There was a guy who had a 3-year-old girl with somebody that he broke up with. They was together, and the little girl would go to his house for visitation, and the mama didn't know he had a girlfriend, didn't know the girl was living there. And one day and the girl was watching the daughter as he does that with her, and she stabbed that girl up so bad. Black people too. She stabbed the little girl up so bad and was writing shit like Krishan did with blood on the wall and all that. And she left a trail all the way to the door, and she was waiting for him to come home. She couldn't wait for him to come home and see all of that and walk up and find his daughter like that. It was just a mess. Then come to find out, and I gotta look back at that because he should have been held accountable. And I don't know if they did, but they pulled all kind of records. He had been calling 911. My girlfriend, she's having an episode. She tripping. She this that, and in one breath, he was saying, I didn't think she would do, I didn't know she was capable. I didn't see any signs. But then when they get to question them and pulling up the 911 calls and records and all that, she was in and out of the mental health facility, and he knew that of her diagnosis. And he even called 911 before, was saying she was tripping out and she probably need to go back in the mental health facility. And he was letting her watch his child with another woman. And he said he knew she was jealous of the child. Dummy. That sounds like some dumbass shit Blueface would do. It's weird. It's weird. But it's just dumb. And that could also have something to do with why Jaden don't let hers go with him like that, because she know he's the type of dude you can't trust because he does the lowest of the low just so he can get satisfaction out of the situation. I don't necessarily see, like, with Naveah, any concerns as far as her intentionally harming them. But I wouldn't leave my cat or dog with her. Either way it go. She does not need to be in care of nobody's children at any time. But when it comes to that other one, that's definitely a good reason to keep your children away. Because all it takes is for her to open up her live stream one day and look at this shit and be like, man, hell no. She can't handle it. Then if she see Javon and Journey over there too and Little Junior, oh hell no. She probably come over there and get everybody. All of them. It's crazy. But there's no way I'm gonna believe that she is just gonna sit idly by and watch this because she uh, and this is just from the little bit that I've heard. So I know people who are really tuning in to her content is picking up on it even more because she's not really unclear. She just lies, like she fake. She go back and forth. She act like 1 minute she ain't bothered by nothing, and then the next minute she showing her crazy, and then the next minute she trying to say he's obsessed with her and he's this and that. Then the next minute it's like she tells a whole story, and we don't watch the whole thing happen, and she tells it, and it went differently. She do that every time now. But she called him when he was on stream yesterday. You're not coming over here because I'm here. Better wait till I pass. She called him and he picked up. He's like, hold on, Superior. I don't know why this girl keep calling me. Let me answer his phone. I'm like, no, you talking to the chat. She was on video. Turn your video on, Blue. Turn your video on. And he turned him to the camera. Was like, say hey to the chat. I'm on live. So he kept saying I'm on live. She said, turn your camera on. She know you on live, sitting there holding your baby. Cause she watching you. Right? And he hung up. Like what was you doing at that moment? You knew he was live. So Naveah just walked out the room. He's playing with Superior. He's holding his junior. And this is another reason why I believe that Blueface named that baby that to piss off Krishan, which is deadly. Because we know Krishan ain't rapping too bright. And she only cares about Blue. She don't care about nothing else in this world. Because Krishan left and went and had her baby in Baltimore and then named him Junior after his herself. He did not like that. He was mad at that. He talked a lot of shit about that. That's that's that should further let people know that that's not his child because you named him after yourself because you think that absolves you from having an answer to who the daddy is or any questions or suspicions. You just gonna name him after you because whatever the dumb crap you said. No, stupid, and it's not a junior. He don't have your full name anyway, so it's not a junior. But according to her, 1 minute he's not junior anymore, and then he's junior again. He's a Malone and he's a Porter. Listen, how does it sound? Because I mean, the states differ on this. I will have to find out, but it just doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna go down there and tell them I want to change my name. Okay, your name is attached to money because we are owned and we bring them money. We are money to them. That's all we are. So when you go down there and change your name, they're not gonna be like, "Oh, sure, here you go. Just fill that out and we'll take care of it." No, they'll go like that. They want to know why you changing your name. Make it make sense. Oh, I wouldn't change his name to Porter. Well, it appears he has the same last name as yours. Why would you want to change that? Did you find a father? Did he sign the birth certificate? Like, because that's a good excuse to do it. Um, let's say she says, yes, that's the father's name, and I want to give him his father's name. Okay, well, the father should come down here and, agree that he wants, this is his son, he wants to give him his last name. Then she gonna say, I changed it back. I changed it again. He's Porter again. Oh, I changed it back. He's Malone. Oh, so they went down and let you do it 3, 4 times? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It should your ass up 3 or 4 times. Just from room to room. Never let your ass out. Tell you you're getting out every single day and escort you to a whole nother room. Make sure they pat it and put that jacket on her ass and just sit her in there. She be like Brandy in that video Borderline, which is my song. I love that song to death. Hmm. Haven't heard that in a while, but yeah. She need to be in it just like that. Hmm. And I should have pulled my other charges out. They're packed up, ready to go. But I didn't. This shit is not going to end well, but hey, make sure y'all are being well rounded. Pay attention to all the things in life that you need to pay attention to. Don't let it occupy too much of your time. And that stream they had yesterday, I heard most of it. Extremely boring. That's if you made it past Superior doing all that damn yelling. I can't believe both of them just sit there and let him yell like that. A high pitched ass yell, and he's just yelling. And then she's talking about, no, because you was crying. No, he wasn't crying. He was screaming. He was yelling. And you allowed that. That's not good. Y'all creating a monster. Insane. But what's Blueface care? He won't be stuck with him. So I don't know. But I think Blueface also could have had a conversation with Superior's father. He seems to be a guy's guy. You know how some ladies say, I'm a girl's girl. Maybe lying, but guys are like that. They must not be gay anyway. I could see them two having a conversation and coming up with some, to some agreement of him joining the circus. He seems like the type to go for some shit like that. And he seems like the type that needs the money. He wants the recognition with that whack ass damn rap song he has. He probably got more whack ass music. I gave you this, I bought you this. Every line was a you just spent all that money, you took care of what I said, what the hell? You're not even portraying this in this video, bro. That shit don't somebody just should have told you. That's just stupid. Use your common sense. But no. He made it however long ago and it's still on the internet to this day. Yep. He about as dizzy as his baby mama. So two dumb people can come together and make an intelligent child. As we see that with the two J's, Journey and Javon. Look at their parents. Very interesting. Oh, you finally decided to start up. See, it got plenty of battery power. Turn signal, boy. You being a sheriff don't absolve you from using your turn signal. It's crazy because he used it when he got to that last lane. See, that's why I talk to these people because the point is for them to get the message. Universe gonna send it to them. That um, video conference with YouTube, so I can ask them about my streams. Maybe at line, so like they don't know where my streams be dropping. So I cut doing business with them. So hey hey hey. Then when I had that video conference, I was like, I ain't showing up. I ain't showing up at all. So, oh God, why is this the one that popped up? The Carlissa shit. I don't want to hear that. Oh, I'm gonna have to transfer it, but it got me stuck. So it can come out the speaker so y'all can hear it. That shit was funny as hell. Superior said, "You cheated, you cheated," and I was like, "He did cheat." Now Superior be tearing that ass up. Uh, he be going tearing that nigga ass up. He might be a good fighter. He might need to get in some. They had like two children. Oops, one of them is a child. Trying to get it to connect. Yeah. Like what, boy? What's a high pitched squeal? How can y'all hear that coming out of his mouth and don't check him on this? And boy, you better stop that. Use your words. It's not coming on. It's not doing anything. Anytime I want to do something, and these shits want to go against what I want to do, no matter what the device is. That's some real X Files type shit. On the real, my nigga. I'm holding it. I'm holding it. It's not changing. I'm holding it. I'm holding. Oh, you got away free. I was supposed to blow my horn at you for that bullshit. But now I'm over here having to deal with this, unfortunately. Really, really sad. This shit don't want to do what I wanted to do. How dare me want to program some shit? Okay, I'm gonna give you a minute, motherfucker. I'm coming back. Shit, I want to find out. I don't know. Y'all can hear this shit. I like the lady doing commentary though. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Because neither one of them look like they know what they over there doing.
Them motherfuckers don't look like they know over there know what the fuck they doing. Ike and Tina over there. I mean, I reviewed that.
Carlos is saying exactly what we saying on our live streams and what people saying in the comments. She act like she's saying something. Now watch her slick try to justify. Come on, turn it on now so I can get that speaker. You fucker. Watch her slick try to justify the way her son talks to Naveah. Pay attention. When Carlissa come on the scene, the only time she come in is because she's trying to manipulate something to go the way she want, or or she's trying to cover up for something super her son did. And the only time she want the only thing she don't talk about is him messing with Superior. That's how you know he was doing that shit. I mean, you know it because you see it. But there's some people that still don't want to believe what they saw. Carlos ain't addressed it. That's how you know it's true. That's how you know he's doing that shit. She dressed every damn thing else. And she can ready to talk about how he talked to Naveah. And then she gonna try to justify. You can talk to me any way you want to. I don't care about none of that. Say what you want. Yeah, it's not your words. Don't put your hands on me. So she thinks she could do to everybody what she done to Jaden. She thinks she could come on in and talk that dumbass shit to y'all, and y'all are gonna listen to her and be under her spell. I believe that she's giving you good advice. Absolutely not. Mm. It's crazy because it's saying phone. That's some weird shit.
Postpartum is the period, the time frame after you have your baby. Every woman goes through it when you have a child. It's medically impossible to skip postpartum. Like, mental health is real. Yes. Do you mean mental illness? Oh, you mean postpartum? Fucked up by my face. Check it out down the road first. I'm gonna tell you about the road. I see you. I feel it. Niggas just doing this shit for content. It's just updating. Like, you don't know the story. Like, you know the story, you want to talk about it. Because he gets it wrong. We got a full moon tomorrow.